So in this last video, in this student series about APA referencing, we move to the final stage, the third and final stage, which is generating that reference list at the end of your document. So what we'll be doing here is we'll obviously be generating the list, but we'll also be looking at how to update it to make sure that it's always got the correct information in it, and also how we format it correctly according to APA guidelines. Okay, so let's get to it. So in this document, I've now finished inserting all my citations. I finished editing, finished managing them all, making sure that I have cited all of the sources that I have in my list. So part 3 of this series of videos is now generating this reference list on a new page at the end of the document. So the first thing I'm going to do is move to the end of the document. I'm just going to press Control and End. And I need a new page, so I'm going to press Control and Enter to insert a page break. And I'll just scroll down a little. Then I go up to Bibliography and I choose References. So there they are. So this is popped in this new placeholder at the end of the document. When I click on it, I still have the 3 dots that I had before, which will allow me to select everything. You'll notice that it's got some of the formatting required. It's got the hanging indent and they are in alphabetical order, which is correct. What it's missing is the double line spacing and the fact that the heading should be in the center. But we're going to wait and do all of those things right at the end, because if you start formatting it now and you then need to update your list because you made a change, you may lose the formatting. So wait and do the formatting right at the very last minute. Okay, so what I can do here is I can use this button up here, which is the Bibliographies button. If I click on that, what I can do is I could convert it to static text if I want to get rid of all the links. But what I also want to do is use this button to update citations and bibliography if I make a change. So if I scroll back to one of my citations, let's say I've used the arrow, I've gone to edit the source, and let's change that from San Francisco to San Diego instead. Okay, so I can click OK. Now, I don't see the change here because it's not something that you'd normally show in the citation. But if I go back to my end of my document again, here's my references. It hasn't made that change yet. It still says San Francisco. But if I use the Update Citations and Bibliography button, then it will update it. So you can see that that change has now been made. Okay, so the final step really is to adjust the formatting. So again, if I select it all, I'm going to use Control and 2 to add the double line spacing. And then if I just click into the references heading, press Control and E, that will center it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So I'll just press Control and Home to go back to the top, and then I will save the document and I'm done. Mac, fairly similar to on the PC, so what we've just got a slightly different way that things appear. So what we've got to do, we want to insert our list of references at the end, move to the end of my document, which I'm going to do by pressing Function, Command and my right key to go to the end. Then I'm going to insert a manual page break, which is Command and Return. So if I just move up a little bit so we can see the page. So to insert my references section, I go up to Bibliography in the References group. Now, for some reason in the Mac, you don't have an option for references. It doesn't actually say references. So I'm just going to choose Bibliography. There are my references. So the first thing I would want to do is change that for references, because that's the word that we're meant to use. Now, again, with the formatting, wait until the end. Here we have a slightly different menu, still got the 3 dots, but if you click the arrow here, you've got the option to update as we did before. And so then when I'm finished, I can click into the heading, I can press Command and E to center it, I can select the whole thing and press Command and 2 to double space it. Okay, so I can take my cursor back to the top, Function, Command and left. Okay, and I can then save my document, and that's it. So that brings us to the end of our APA referencing videos, our set of 3. I hope they've been helpful. Don't forget to like at the bottom, subscribe if you want to, share them with your friends, and I look forward to creating more videos that will help you.